Lyoto the Dragon Machida. He's the son of Yoshizo Machida, a Shotokan Karate black belt who moved from Japan to Brazil at the age of 22 and started his family. Lyoto then grew up in his dojo and started training karate at the age of 3 and achieved his black belt by the time he was 13 years old. Steeped in this karate training, he acquired many unique trips, sweeps and throws that we will take a look at. First up, we'll look at the backward trip or the scoop throw. Here we can see it being demonstrated in a vintage karate instructional. It's where you take a shifting step in on your opponent, changing stances, and placing your rear leg now behind your opponent's thighs. Your now lead hand then goes across their chest, knocking them back over your position leg. Here you can see Lyoto pulling it off in a karate tournament as his opponent moves in on him. But now here it is against a judo black belt who steps in and changes stances himself, allowing Lyoto to masterfully pull off the technique. Now while he has used this technique multiple times, it rarely looks as clean as the previous example. While he does step in and shift his stances just the same, putting his leg behind the opponent's, he normally uses his lead forearm across their neck or chest and will even bring his rear arm in to push their shoulder. The end result though is the same. Now the timing and precision needed by Lyoto Machida to pull off that technique is absolutely incredible. More often than not though, when he moves into a clinch position, he'll still step his leg around to the outside of his opponents, but the opportunity to get his arm across their body is not there, so he'll end up in a standard upper body clinch position with an over or underhook. He'll then push his opponent's upper body, even getting underneath their armpits, and finish with an outside leg trip. And now onto the foot sweeps. Throughout his matches, Lyoto will look to feint or punch and get his opponent's weight shifted back onto their rear leg. This makes their lead foot very light and a prime target for sweeping. From an orthodox stance, Lyoto will then bring his rear leg to sweep the opponent's foot out from underneath them. We can see him here using it in a sparring session against UFC middleweight Uriah Hall. Now if Lyoto is in a southpaw stance or open guard position, he will look to execute the sweep, but this time using his front foot. The same principles apply with getting his opponent's weight onto their back leg by entering with strikes or kicks, and he will grab their lead wrist with his hand and help use it to pull them over. In this example against BJ Penn, he pulls off an absolutely superb execution of the technique. Now the timing required to execute those foot sweeps has to be absolutely impeccable, and here he is performing one from the over-under clinch position. It should be noted that his techniques in the upper body clinch may be influenced by his time spent Sumo Wrestling, which he started at the age of 12. From the upper body clinch, he'll likely go for a step around throw after getting his hips into a T position with his opponents. Also, in his early days in Japan, he spent time working with famed catch wrestler Antonio Inoki, which may also have influenced his style. But regardless of the technique used, it's the timing, speed, precision, and fluidity of movement that characterizes Machida Karate. I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at Lyoto Machida. Please like and share the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment below on anything you'd like to see me cover in the future, and in the meantime please follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, which is Sonny Brown on all of them. Thanks very much for watching and peace.